I feel good about that win. I mean, MaSa deviated from the normal, but so did Hendralisk. He got that earlier unit count. He had the queens out earlier because he went for the pool earlier. He had a very massive Zergling strike force as the response to the original Reaper. And at the same time, we saw MaSa kind of try to expand. And that's how we lost these earlier games here from Hendralisk, because he went for those expansions when he didn't have the army base to back it up. So Hendralisk was able to finally capitalize on something.
Yeah, and now we're going to have to see how will MaSa try to change it up again. Game number 4, and what will Hendralisk do as well? As, you know, as you said, MaSa did deviate from his norm there in game number 3, and it didn't work out. Not at all. Like, I feel like if he stuck with his normal Reaper build, would have worked pretty well. And it looks like these players, they want to get right on with it. It is 8:01 p.m. here at the Microsoft Store.
Yep.
And we're to be honest, we're kind of running out of time soon.
I think we got enough time to finish out, so don't worry about that, guys. Stream is not going anywhere. Habitation Station for game number 4. You're watching Hendralisk and MaSa duke it out here for first place at the TorCraft Cup 2014. And, you know, like, that was a 2-0 sweep for MaSa into game number 3. So, as I said in the beginning of it, he could do pretty much anything he wants to try and still be in a strong position to take game number 3.
Yep.
This, again, is going to be match point for MaSa. Will we see too much of a deviation? I really doubt it.
Well, gonna have to find out. Habitation Station, bit of a different map. Over here on the top left, we have our Teal Zerg. He was down 0-2, but then he brought it back in game number 3. It is Hendralisk.
I love your camera work there. Brilliant. In the top right, our Terran went 2-0, dropped finally his first game. First time actually on stream he's dropped a game. It is our Root representative. It is MaSa.
All right.
Now going forward. Okay. All right, you're right. Going forward though, you know, Hendralisk on this map. I'm trying to remember if this was totally one of his maps for the first semis, which had Hendralisk.
Yeah.
And he took it 2-0 against his Protoss opponent.
I believe, yes.
Yeah. So going into here against a Terran, I mean, we've seen the openers for MaSa. It's always, always, always Reapers. Reapers, 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 Reapers.
Yeah.
Try saying that 5 times fast. Not that easy.
Yeah.
But Reapers is a lot more of an earlier tech than what we've seen from the Protoss. So Hendralisk, with the experience of last game where he went earlier builds and was able to counter out those Reapers, won in the game, he has confidence in this map that he can actually not do that this round.
Well, MaSa, he's doing his thing. He's hiding his second barracks. He hasn't quite gotten a gas, though, so we'll have to see how will this go. But I feel like Marine Rush on this map is pretty good. And
well, it's definitely not going to be Reapers if he doesn't have a gas.
Yeah, and he's going to be pumping out a Marine. It's rallied across
that's a bunker. Yeah, that's totally going to be a bunker.
Yeah, so Hendralisk, he went hatch first.
So the timing here, yeah, Hendralisk, again, like he went hatch first. He felt confident enough on this map against Terran to not try to deal with those Reapers early. And with this drone out, I mean, he might be able to stop down the bunker, but that's why we have a second one.
Yeah.
MaSa knows how Hendralisk will respond. And yeah, that's not even going to get seen. Really nice wild goose chase mechanics.
Yep, and right now the Marines are going to be coming in here. The drones now saw the bunker, and Hendralisk has to figure something out here. He does have a couple drones, but there is, again, that second SCV. All the drones going to get pulled from the main here, trying to make sure that this doesn't happen, as if Hendralisk loses this game, that'll be it for the tournament.
Yeah, this is essentially match point again for MaSa. That's a lot of drones pulled off the line, but you know, it looks like it's going to be worth it. The Zerglings do come out. That Marine is going to get toasted, and that bunker is going to be largely uninhabited for the next few months.
Yep, right now a couple Marines are able to fend off those Zerglings, and the SCV going to be hopping into that bunker as it was actually still alive. Right now the drones once again going to get pulled, but right now 2 workers killed so far, or only 1 worker killed so far by MaSa, now going to be 2. But just Marines, not a lot of Zerglings left. It looks like the Zerglings and things will focus down that bunker. MaSa, he's dealt a little bit of damage, but I don't know if he's dealt enough.
Believe it or not, the worker count for workers lost actually tied up 3-3. So you might have, you know, these early Marines, but he doesn't really have anywhere for them to go. So on the back of this, he's going to expand. More barracks is coming out. On top of that, he's just going to take map control. And, you know, what have we typically seen from MaSa? I suspect we're going to see that.
That would probably work very well for him, as again, he's forced out a lot of Zerglings. There's not going to be too much anti-air in the early game, and there's no drones in the main base.
There's no gas for either team. So I'm going to take back Banshees. He might actually just go straight in. Still 0 gas dedicated to this? He has absolutely nothing?
He's going to be getting 2 gas now, but
he hasn't even started the factories, so
well,
still could be
without gas.
Yeah, but still could be good timing for Banshees.
Yeah, it could very well.
If he gets the double gas now, I mean, yes, sure, he has to build up to the factory.
Yeah.
But double gas, would that be enough to go straight into a starport into a Banshees to cook?
It could. So long as he doesn't waste too much gas. Oh, nice stutter stepping from MaSa here.
Yeah, but that's not going to be enough. We don't have Zergling speed on the way, but we do have a lot of Zerglings there, and that Marine is not going to be the hero. He's not going to get headed. He's not going to head home. We have a third hidden down there from MaSa. I find that actually rather surprising.
Yeah, MaSa going to be trying to play economically secretly. Right now, the Zerglings are going to be trying to come in here, but the Zerglings,
we have one
they're
Marine
walled
to
off.
defend. 2 Marines to defend. I mean, Marines do train out fairly quickly, but those are very beefy barracks.
Yeah. And right now, these Zerglings, they're not really going to be able to
We got the orbitals going down. If the Zerglings come down to find this third, it has to get canceled out. But, you know, as I said, I wouldn't have expected that out of MaSa. I'm not too sure Hendralisk is thinking that he's the type to go for these early thirds either.
Yeah, it's not a thing you see MaSa do very often. But oh, what's this?
Nope.
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 Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, no. Nope.
Playing with Lady Luck here, Hendralisk. Playing with Lady Luck. Do we have a Baneling nest in the back?
No, it's just going to be an evolution. Oh!
He's
found it.
Yeah. But he didn't get to it before it was completed, so it's going to be able to survive for now. Still, it will deny the third here for MaSa, but he can just land it. It becomes another orbital. It's still useful in the long run.
Yeah, Mule's good for a unit.
And I just like this wall. This wall is amazing.
Plus, he can lift off buildings, too, so it's not like he's trapped inside his base. He's going to be getting stim right now. Factory is going to be on the way. And MaSa, really, at this point, he could just go into regular bio if he wanted to.
With 3 barracks, yeah, very well could. Just get some drop ships and do some drop play. But we finally got gas now being mined out here from Hendralisk as well. You can see the Roach Warren on the way, as well as the Lair and Zergling attack. I don't think we've seen that before.
He is just going to go for a straight-up Baneling bust. He knows that MaSa, since he has that third command center, if MaSa's allowed to do anything past about the 11-minute mark, then Hendralisk is going to be in a ton of trouble.
Banelings with speed against masses of Marines.
Well, masses of Marines behind a bunch of buildings.
Well, on the defense.
Yeah.
For the offense, however, you have to kind of go out into that open. We've also seen Overlord drop tactics in some of these fights. That was actually our last semifinals, but you know, that's a bit more of an old school tactic. You literally are dropping the bomb on top of your opponent. So, you know, as much as I wanted to see Banshees with that starport, with this much investment into bio, you could very well be right. We're just going to go into double dropship production.
Yeah. Right now, it looks like more Marines are going to get made. The Baneling nest is finished up. Centrifugal hooks is going to get researched here.
I love
for
that
our Zerg Flare.
Centrifugal hooks.
It's a nice name.
It's a very scientific name.
Yes.
Wouldn't have expected that from Zerg, to be honest. But it's a good name.
Yeah. Well, I guess I wouldn't also have expected a silent P in anything from a Zerg.
A silent...
Pneumatized Carapace. The Overlord speed?
Yep, there's a silent P in that.
Yeah, I was like... They have some of the coolest names, like Galal Reconstitution too.
So we're trying to float the third over to the gold. Yep, and it does look like that. So, you know, we might not have gotten the third that we wanted, but we are going to get the Terran into his third for the gold. We also have, you know, Hendralisk mining from that as well. Some Banelings are now going to be on the way. Queens and hooks and attacks and more Banelings. Some roaches on the back of this as well. And dropships going to be coming through with the starport. So, Doug, you know more about this game than I.
Well, there's a lot of Banelings and not a lot of tanks. So at the moment, MaSa, basically, in the next engagement that's going to happen, he's going to have to micro like a god. And if he doesn't, he'll lose because everything will just die.
Everything will go curse splat.
Pretty much. Yep. And it'll be a nice big green splash all over the screen if MaSa doesn't play this right.
Gonna have to bust out into some Husky songs soon. That's a lot of Banelings. Here comes the Roaches tanking it up. The Banelings!
Oh, the Banelings! They're rolling in right now. And the
They
Marines.
did their damage.
Yeah, rip in peace.
They shattered that. Wow, 2 more buildings, 3 more. It's not going to be enough with these SCVs. That bunker is going to drop, and this third is likely to go, and Hendralisk ties it up 2-2.
That was well played there by Hendralisk, and we're going to have to see, will Hendralisk finally not get second to MaSa after such a long time?
MaSa, game number 1, Reapers into transition. Game number 2, wins with Reapers. Game number 3, doesn't Reaper, loses. Game number 4, doesn't Reaper, loses. Is this a one-trick pony that I'm experiencing here?
It may be. Could MaSa be a fraud? Can MaSa actually play StarCraft? We'll have to find out.
I don't know. Game number 5 is going to be coming your way here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. This non-break brought to you by Microsoft Store and Toshiba Canada, the official sponsors of TorCraft and ES Champ here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the Cosmeo up on screen. That's actually what we're observing off of. Yeah, you can see this Cosmeo and pretty much everything that ES Champ does, including Hearth of the Cards every Friday night.
Yep. And also, I believe the ESL Starbout Cups that you guys do. Where are they? Fridays at 12 Eastern?
Yes.
All right.
I've been told yes.
All right.
We're going to jump into the all-important game number 5 here, guys. ROOT.MaSa up against Complexity Hendralisk. Place your bets. Salty StarCraft will be a thing one day.